Don't know why he didn't listen. Let's see what we have. Fuck! Then why did he run?
What's the holdup? So
we killed a citizen.
the city's on lockdown. A true citizen would respect that. Get him in the truck.
Where the hell you been, man? You went dark after skipping out on Janus and the bank.
Chasing down Viktor Marchenko. Found him holed up in the Swiss Alps with the mercs from Dubai. They tried to kill me with this.
What is it?
The orchid. Marchenko used it to kill Rucker, so be careful. Think you can get it analyzed?
Yeah, we got a couple of scientists on the collective's mailing list.
Good. Something big is coming, Alex. ARC's being framed for a terrorist attack that hasn't occurred yet.
They're gonna take more lives, blow up another train station? Jesus, Adam, look at it out there. Any chance we had of easing fears and fighting people's hatred will be gone. That piece of shit UN legislation will pass, and we'll all be thrown into AUG-only hellholes like Udalek.
While Nathaniel Brown sits back and earns trillions.
Brown? That slick suit from the Santo Corporation?
Page said Brown was calling the shots. And in Switzerland, Marchenko said Brown had confirmed date and time.
But where? Brown's been traveling extensively, promoting Rabia and his Safe Harbor initiative. His next junket's in London. But if he's behind this, he's not gonna attack himself.
Maybe not. Marchenko also mentioned someone who can tell us. But I have to meet with Miller first. How soon can you get the sample analyzed?
As fast as possible. If you're meeting with Miller, be careful. You walked into another ambush in Garm, and Miller's not off my suspect list yet.
We'll see.
I've done this long ago.
Telling me you had no idea about this card. Sir, you broken card.
No reports of suspicion. Just activity.
Good to nothing. No, shut up. Shut up, I said. Getting paid to do nothing just isn't as fun as it should be, huh? Yep.
Don't get to that alarm!
What a fucking night.
Come on, Orc. Make my day.
Halo, kde mám střídání? Něco jsem viděl.
We'll talk about it later.
It is you, again.
Tall, dark, and augmented. Over here.
Milena, you didn't take my advice about giving up on forgery.
I know. But trouble is, I've got a talent for it. And it's a real growth market. As soon as you got me out of that thing with Dragomir, I had like 20 emails from Samizdat. Do you have any idea how difficult it is for art school graduates to find a specialist subject these days?
The permits aren't enough for police anymore, forged or real.
In Prague, maybe. But it turns out I'm multilingual when it comes to falsifying border passes. Lucky, right?
If it works, I'd say lucky.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Super Commando Man. Oh, don't mention it, Milena. If there was an easier option, you think we wouldn't take it? I was less stressed out when I was working at gunpoint.
We may not agree on your methods, but I'll let you get back to your work.
Coming from you, that is like the gold star seal of approval.
Welcome to the Underground. I owe you an apology for hacking your info link.
Yeah, it's a sore point after what happened a couple of years ago. Maybe you saw the news.
Please understand, it was the biggest risk I could take. All Samizdat's communications are bugged. The police raided the offices last night, cleared us out. We were broadcasting until they pulled the plug. Radios, flyers, mail bursts, the makeshift media van. Getting the message out to our subscribers if they needed a refuge. As you can see, it went a little wider than we anticipated.
What happened to Kay?
Kay is me now, according to the Samizdat Manifesto. It's all very third-wave socialist with a dash of martyr complex.
Good to know. But I mean, what physically happened to him?
Right. His name is Yarek. Yarek Drobny. He's being held by the police along with Bones. No contact, no bail, no rights. Plausible deniability.
He must have known the risks.
Well, he was open to the existence of risks. When you showed up, it should have been a wake-up call, but you were reasonable. The state isn't reasonable.
So are you running a resistance cell here or a campaign room?
Why not both? Now Samizdat has a captive voter base. We could run for the Senate.
It's organized resistance then.
Peaceful resistance. We're working together to get people under the cordon and out of Prague. It's a happy accident of a police state. Well, I say happy when everyone's repressed, they can see past their prejudices.
Or they shift the blame. It's gonna take a long time for those prejudices to heal.
As long as certain people can profit from keeping the wounds fresh. But you knew that already.
This isn't what I call laying low. Aren't you afraid the police will find you again, finish what they started?
They already got Kay, Bones, the backup servers, even the shitty coffee machine. Enough for them to call it a win, and get back to indiscriminate brutality on the streets.
Where were you when this happened?
Right here. Running our little home away from home. Our sources tipped us off about the martial law. Either we could write about it and throw our hands up. Boy, I sure hope this massive rights violation doesn't end up being too awful this time. Or we could enact a readiness plan and really do something.
Yeah, when we first met, I called you pamphleteers. I guess I should apologize.
Oh no, we were pamphleteers. Now we're pamphleteers, jury rigging an underground railroad.
I'm pretty sure you didn't call me to put up posters. What's the deal?
We've made a plan. We're getting people out of the city, starting first thing tomorrow. I want Yarek and Bones to go with them, but first, we need to bust them out of jail. Tonight.
And you think I'm the kind of guy who breaks into police stations?
Are you telling me you're not?
Fine, I'll get them out. They're being held in the temporary police station downtown?
Yes. By the Monument Metro. Once you're clear, takes them across the plaza to the Uneda Cleaners. We've cached everything they need for a long road trip along the old NATO decommissioning zone.
That's your escape route? Puts getting them past the state police into perspective.
It works on paper. And give them these. New identity documents, a lot of new identities. We found a very good forger. We're keeping her from a bright future in a piker's newsroom.
It is you, again.
Too many people.
I am just talking with little Kay.
To help us.
Too many people.
It is you,
We'll have
again.
to borrow more trucks.
Edward Braun. Thought we activated your permit.
You did. Whatever you did was enough to fool them.
Doesn't seem to have done you much good.
It kept me out of Golem. I wouldn't have made it this far if it wasn't for you. But now, martial law changes everything. It's Warsaw 1982 out there.
Warsaw didn't have drones.
I remember them going into people's homes, accusing them of things they did not do, being part of organizations I have never heard of. It was clear to me that it was all happening again.
So you slipped away, went underground. How'd you know to come here?
I heard a message on the radio. They were saying that martial law was being used as an excuse to round up anyone. And then I look outside and I see this with my own eyes. The police acting indiscriminately, just like 82. So I decide to do exactly what I did then. I hide in the sewers. And I start to find others. People who are scared and looking for safety, just like me.
I'm sorry it came to this, Edward. I know how much it meant to you to stay in Prague.
It's not about me anymore. I am one of the lucky ones. All these people down here, we must stay together. We must help each other to get through this. They are my family now.
Good luck, Edward.
This is not good.
Declaration of Augmentation. Tigard Registry. History of permit applications. Ugh, this one. Notice of revocation of welfare on basis of augmentation.
I remember that like it was yesterday.
Why do we need these things? Just bad memories of Prague killing us one form at a time.
You don't need to keep it.
Tall, dark, and augmented. Over here.
It is you, again.
We're both busy people, rapidly running out of time.
You always did want to travel.
To travel, yes. Not to be a fugitive.
The state police won't come after us. They want us out. We're just taking the initiative.
Do you think it will be better anywhere else?
I don't know. But it can't be worse than this or Golem. It's so easy to think it won't happen to us. It won't keep getting worse.
God, I hope they don't catch us. It will be straight to Golem City if they do.
Arch is calling them. I'll make sure you get the first boat.
What does hypothermia feel like?
Stars is the mind. He'll set you up. You need to pick me up. You want Praxis, eh? Biocell, hypostim, painkillers.
I might be interested.
They sell these things.
Yeah, I got that.
Buy something. Get out of... How much do you...
I'll be on my way.
Credits up front. Was that all? Come on, I can tell you.
I have everything I need.
That's it. Big...
Biocells, a jak se asi dostanu domů?
Zákaz vycházení na ulici. Jedná se o dočasné pořádkové opatření. Dodržujte prosím zákaz vycházení. Všem občanům, zůstávejte ve svých domovech. Státní policie zatkne každého, koho chytí na ulici. Buďte varováni.
Say this.
Damn crooked cop.
To je určitě protizákonný.
Fuck me. Damn crooked cops.
Nothing here.
Pozor, v celém městě platí za... V komplexu Suzulek byly pražské ulice uzavřeny. Nevycházejte ven.
Access granted.
Through those fists, the skull, huh? Maybe you're thinking you're fighting for the wrong team.
Primus,
well,
is that
that's a good start, man. First, you have to see that your friends are being called like crooked politicians and big bosses. Then you can stop dancing for them. And you know what would be another good start? Back his asshole.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
You still up there?
We're scared, Primus.
From state police, you. I knew it, man. I knew you were one of them all along.
Do I look like I'm one of them?
I can feel my hands right now, but if I could run a search for shadowy extra-government agent on the net, pretty sure it's all you.
Fair point. What happened? You pulled a freedom of information speech on the state police?
Ha fucking ha. They didn't wait for a speech, man. Lesson learned. Smash the state before the state smashes your nose.
Little K asked me to get you out.
She's the K now, man. I'm a liability to Samizdat.
She cares about you, Yarrick. She didn't want to leave you or Bones behind.
Always was a cool cat, man. One of the good ones. She wrote The Wheels Come Off 16 years ago, and the conspiracies just keep checking out. Everything except the gray aliens, but who's to say that's not a metaphor?
If she wrote the book...
I don't believe in authorial intent.
You told me you were a liability to Samizdat. How do you figure that?
Because the cops burn me, man. Exposure is death. They didn't have to ask a single question. Just took my DNA off their knuckles. My high school dropout date, my sister's parking tickets, my darknet proxies. Oral cemetery.
Oral cemetery?
They didn't get a lot of mainstream airplay. Anyway, Little K shouldn't have sent you. Samizdat has to be bigger than any man or woman.
Samizdat is bigger than you now, Yarrick. The Resistance reached further than you planned for. You want to fall on your sword, there's a better place to do it than in a holding cell.
Whoa, whoa, you know I use the term liability real broadly.
I might have known you wouldn't keep your heads down during the riots.
This is what a radical news source lives for, man. Lives and dies for. But the helmets on the streets, the extreme peacekeeping, that's not about the Golem riots. How are the Augs gonna get over here? Carpool? No. Someone, somewhere wanted the cops to clean house in Prague. And this is just the beginning. What if they could call martial law anywhere, anytime? Cops without borders.
That's your prediction, huh?
You can take it to the bank, man. The Palisade Property Bank.
I warned you about picking a fight with Picus. They've got a lot invested in protecting the message.
Would I be talking to you now if Picus had got to us? I mean, does Eliza Kassan have a sense of humor? All those bombs going off lately. What's one more in the sewers? BTW, those are all rhetorical questions.
You don't say.
But they're trying, man. Bones heard the cops talking about extraordinary rendition. What a wonderful connected world we live in, when they can pin an acronym on you, ARC, NSF, who gives a rat's ass, and ship you off to a black site on the UN's credits.
Just how many states are you an enemy of?
All the corporate ones.
There's a way out of Prague for you both. The Samizdat resistance has organized everything. We just need to keep our heads down and get to the cleaners nearby.
The cleaners? Irony. Wait, you mean going through the cops?
There's a police locker in the corner that should be stocked with uniforms. Find something that fits, and try to look convincing. We need the cops to think you're one of them. Good. It's time to go.
Are you going to make the deadline?
We should stay together. Very good at taking cover.
Low profile! Low profile!
Why?
I'm talking to yourself here.
Let's go take a look. I called you. Cooperate with the authorities.
What were you saying?
I can't breathe!
That
okay,
was exhilarating.
Okay, now I'm breathing. Yes! Exit plans, man! Exit plans! Always be making them! We worked this contingency plan out when we started Samizdat. Didn't think it would actually come to this, though.
No one thought it would be like this. You're gonna need these documents where you're going, wherever that is.
I hear Paris is the best place to have a revolutionary agenda these days. If you want to come along, you can be the muscle. Well, whatever your arms are made of, the stuff they use on space shuttles.
No can do. I've got a previous engagement I really can't miss.
Right, with the cardboard box company. Okay?
Getting paid to do nothing, just...
Please, no guns here. Primus doesn't point guns at people. Do you think we are safe here?
We are for now, but you can't risk going back outside. There's a group organizing underground. They're doing everything they can to create a refuge, to help get people out.
These men, they are part of this group? Are they the reason you came?
That's right. You can trust them. Things in this city aren't gonna get any better anytime soon. If you wait here, case people will come for you.
Anything is better than being trapped alone with Helen all day. She thinks that we don't need anyone else. That Irenka should never trust anyone but her. But I think she's wrong. I think we need others. You're the one who got us this far. And these friends of yours, they're going to get us even further. Thank you for that.
Good luck, Irenka.
We will be careful. We promise.
We'll lie low until the morning, then go out to the trash fans. Pick an identity card once. Any identity.
Primus doesn't point guns at people. Do you think we are safe here? We will be careful. We promise.
Yes! Exit plans, man!
No one. You're gonna need these documents where you're going, wherever that is.
I hear Paris is the best place to have a revolutionary agenda these days. If you want to come along, you can be the muscle. Well, whatever your arms are made of, the stuff they use on space shuttles.
No can do. I've got a previous engagement I really can't miss.
Right, with the cardboard box company.
Watch yourself out there, Kay.
Kay? Kay is Kazdi, man. Kay is everyone. You're part of it now.
We made it, Primus. I can't believe it.
That's exhilarating. Long live Santa.
Hey, you! We got multi-tools for sale inside.
Welcome, welcome.
Nice gear you've got here. You try this on all your customers? Sure.
Great. Go ahead. Super. You came to Prague to browse?
You think if I ratted on that guy, they'd fire him?
Uh-huh.
In the market. Come to the right place.
David, we need to talk. In private.
Nothing's more private than my info link.
I'm not so sure. I've sent a secure vid call number to your smart home system. Get to your apartment and call me.
We sent a team to sweep the GARM facility.
Delara, what are you doing here?
Is that going to become our standard conversation starter?
I'm serious, Delara. It's dangerous outside. Non-essential staff should be home. How did you even get...
Ouch. Non-essential.
I just meant...
Work with me, Adam. I was trying for a little levity. Truth is, watching Picus News, hearing that the mobs were getting closer to the city, I was reminded of... Let's just say I thought being 3 stories below ground was better than staying in my apartment. So, I called in a favor and got state police to escort me in. Listen, I can tell something big is happening, so I don't want to keep you.
You doing okay, Delara?
Look, Adam, I didn't tell you why I left Lim International. That I was in session with a patient when the incident hit, and that I was...
You were attacked.
Her name was Madeline. She was 13. A really sweet kid. One minute we were talking, laughing actually, about something silly I'd said, and the next she was...
It was a terrible day. For everyone.
After I fought her off, she just stared at me like she was totally aware, you know, but not in control. God, Adam, I could see in her eyes that some part of her was still in there, locked away. And she was terrified.
Delara, I'm sure the girl...
Madeline. Her name was Madeline. You know the part that I'll never forget, though? The thing that keeps just replaying in my mind over and over? Right before she jumped out of my office window, I could swear she was crying.
I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound insensitive. But you made it through that, Delara. And I think you're stronger for it.
Thanks, Adam. Guess you just think you're over something, you know? And then...
I understand. But regardless of the reason, you took a risk coming back here. These are dangerous times for everyone.
You don't need to worry about me, Adam. I'll be fine. I'll just hunker down in my office until the storm passes. Besides, I hear I have a very comfortable couch.
Just take care of yourself.
I always do. I have a feeling things are going to get a whole lot
I'd avoid McCready if I were you. He said something about
Adam.
if you wanted to step out of line again, he'd be happy to set you right.
They're trying to lock it down, but I was able to bypass most of the state police.
Good for you. The last thing we need is more bloodshed. There's been enough already. If I had your stealth training, I might head home, but I think I'm safer in here. Plus, my test results are in and they're putting me back in the field, finally. I don't want to run in with state police messing that up.
Whose unit are you assigned to for your next mission?
McCready's.
Really? I thought...
He actually recommended me. Told me I shoot better than anyone on his team.
That's great. Talk to you later, Arya.
Bye, Adam. See you out there.
Oh my god.
Roast in hell, Rucker. You started all of this.
Chang was asking if I noticed anyone suspicious hanging around, or if I felt like I was being followed.
This isn't getting us any down there.
They're dead. The team in Jakarta. I couldn't save them.
No, you're wrong. They've gone too far. There's no reason to lock down the city.
It's not a lockdown, it's just a curfew.
I was outside and I saw cops with riot gear on. It seems like a lockdown to me.
The city doesn't want the riots in Gotham to
got
spill out
for
into the
outstanding
streets.
parking tickets?
You know how many odds we still have in this city? Too damn many. Right with you.
First, it was checkpoints. Then more checkpoints. And now, riot police.
An historic event coming up and everything's normal. You ask me? Normal in this case means something's very wrong.
We've got agents on the streets, agents on the darknet, agents scanning satellite footage of that facility you found. Agents everywhere.
It may not be martial law, but it feels like this whole city is ready to blow.
They still aren't coming up with anything concrete. People like Ark should not be able to hide themselves this well.
The threat probability index is inconclusive, but since these guys are augmented, you have to think the human restoration vote could be the target. This isn't getting us anywhere.
Oh, Agent Jensen. Sorry, one moment. Look, if the vote passes, it's not like AUGs are going to be crippled. The dampening chip only limits their enhanced abilities.
Maybe it's the words human restoration they don't like. We're saying they aren't human.
Well, the tension out there isn't helping. All the rioting is making it worse for everybody.
Everyone has the right to protest, even the augmented. Besides, the real problem is ARC, and they're not the ones getting tear-gassed in Gollum. I don't know what you think, Jensen, but all the vote wants to do is keep everyone safe. Human restoration isn't about punishing the augmented. It's about making sure everyone's equal. Human restoration isn't about punishing the augmented.
I hate when the wrong people
get
blamed.
It's about making sure everyone's equal.
Can't we do something?
You all right, Jensen? I'm picking up a weak signal from somewhere in your system. Huh. For a minute, it seemed like someone was tapped into your info link. Crazy, right?
You started all of this.
Huh. For a minute, it seemed like someone was tapped into your info link. Crazy, right?
Although weird, how are we not killing this investigation?
No. Makes you wonder who's in whose pocket, huh? Tell me about it. It's like herding cats.
Now, these mafia attacks are always squeaky clean on paper.
There you are.
Allison, how you doing?
You went after Victor. What happened?
All I can say is I haven't caught up with him yet. How about you? They treating you all right?
Well enough. The interrogation was simple. I told them everything I know about Victor, which is not much.
You did that willingly.
The interrogator was respectful. She reminded me of my commander in EOD, who was not augmented, but she treated us well. After the incident, she stood up for us.
You sound better. Like you found some peace.
My isolation has given me time to meditate and reflect. I did not always feel so tormented, so angry, so alone. It is good to remember. You have given me more than I can ever repay. You came to visit me. There you are, brother. Tomorrow I am being transferred to a special prison. They call it the grave. But I still expect the conditions are better than at the Untitledgameshow complex. You came to visit me. There you are, brother. Tomorrow I am being transferred to a special prison. They call it the grave. But I still expect the conditions are better than at the Untitledgameshow complex.
Send anything to New York recently?
Just an excuse for a lot of these guys. Tell me about it. It's like herding cats.
I finally cracked the encryption on a darknet cache I've been targeting. It turns out, all you need to get an AUG permit is to have photos of high-ranking government officials in compromising positions.
The Diwali haven't been too careful about covering their tracks. Looks like they're promising AUG safe passage to Rabia.
Not safe out there. Not safe anywhere. You know, I was starting to think you got rounded up. My God, martial law, I heard it's pretty bad out there.
Bad enough. Don't go out if you don't have to.
Yeah, well, it's getting bad in here too. I've been going a little nuts. I mean, to tell you the truth, I'm not even sure who I can trust anymore.
What are you talking about, Chang?
You know I've been looking into Janus, right? Well, turns out Janus knows things about this place. About us. Things they could only know if... Information that could only come from inside.
You think Janus has a mole inside the task force? What makes you say that? What exactly have you found?
I can't tell you that, Jensen. I'm in charge of cybersecurity here. You really didn't think I wouldn't notice what's been going on? You've been poking into people's computers. You've been doing other things.
You're obviously a smart guy, Chang. Question is, whose side are you on?
Oh, I don't take sides. Chang looks out for Chang.
I'm not sure that's good enough.
It's good enough for me. And it's a whole lot better than picking the wrong side, Jensen. Look, I'm not accusing you of anything yet. All I'm saying is, I'm a paranoid guy, okay? Right now, more than ever. If someone I work with is... I just need to know these walls are safe.
Nowhere is safe. My job, my reason for being here, for doing whatever it is you think I'm doing, is to change that.
Are you saying I should keep this to myself for now?
I'm saying you should do what you think is right. Use the resources you have here to go after the people who deserve it. People who manipulate others, who do everything they can to hurt others. You really think that's me?
No, I don't, Jensen. Just be careful, all right? Make sure you know what you're doing.
I'm always careful, Chang.
I guess there's a chance he died in the blast.
Be careful, Jensen. Be careful,
Somebody
Jensen.
tried to hack into the Apex Center and get their architectural blueprints.
Not safe out there.
You can bet
Not safe
whoever's
anywhere.
trying to hack the Apex Center isn't doing it to transfer money to
MIA
Brown's
is
Safe
still better
Harbor
than him blowing
project.
up something else.
You dig deep enough with these guys, you start to find
The
the
Volley haven't
skeletons.
been too careful about covering their tracks. Looks like they're promising Og safe passage to Rabia.
I'd avoid McCready if I were you.
I guess there's a chance he died
He
in the
said
blast.
something about if you wanted to step out of line
I
again.
finally cracked the
he'd be
encryption on
happy
a
to
darknet
set you
cache I've
right.
been targeting.
I'm only now starting to appreciate how
Typical.
good Agent Black was.
Just as we're zeroing in on a possible origin of the Utilink
Now
hack,
these
where the
mafia
entire
types
system
are always
goes down.
squeaky clean on paper.
No way I'm getting shot over some fucking argument I don't
Killing
even
each
care
other
about.
in there.
MIA is still better than him blowing up something else.
All remaining personnel are encouraged
Peterson
to
told his
stay
ID
out
off the train he died in.
Hang on.
Oh, Jensen, hi. Be with you in a sec. You know what I heard? He got captured, escaped, and sneaked his way out of a heavily guarded facility. That's his idea of a recon mission.
That's Jensen. He's a hands-on kind of guy.
He's also got a bit of a problem with authority.
So what? The hostiles were there, but he got out with the intel we needed. Mission accomplished. Nice work in the Swiss Alps, even if it was...
Luckily, we're in a hurry up and wait situation.
I can't believe you went into that Swiss Alps facility alone, Jensen.
have crashed the Shenzhen Stock Exchange. Yes.
Whole territories like this.
Jensen, I hope you're not having problems with your terminal, too. It's been non-stop for the past few days. New passwords, forgotten passwords. Some guy even deleted his entire operating system. Drive had nothing on it. Can you believe that? I didn't even know that was possible.
Exactly. How the...
You made it. Hell of a time for a lockdown.
More like convenient, given everything that's happened in this investigation so far.
What does that mean?
They knew I was coming. Marchenko and the gold mask from Dubai. Somebody tipped them off.
Are you accusing me?
I'm not accusing anyone, yet. But 2 ambushes in less than a month? I want to know what's really going on.
So do I. McCready dug into GAM. Started out as a geological research center, funded by the European Union. until 2025, when it was purchased by a nameless shell company.
You put Chang on it?
That kid scares me. Tracked it back to Bell Tower Associates in under an hour.
I take it no one purchased it when Bell Tower went bankrupt last year.
Wasn't even listed on the asset sheet. So like I said, you stumbled into something big. Care to focus on figuring out what it is? Right after you contacted me, I got on the horn with Lyon. Had them send in a strike team from France. It got there about an hour after you two slipped out.
And the mercs were gone.
Did a pretty good job of trashing the place before bugging out, and left a few booby traps behind. So we have no idea where they went or what they're planning next.
Not necessarily. I heard Marchenko talking to his men. He said something about finalizing a deal with the Diwali.
We need to move on this now. I'll get a search warrant for that old Diwali-owned theater on Tsar Adlam Street.
You really think we have time for a search warrant?
No, but with the city under lockdown, I can't guarantee you'll make it over to the red light district alive.
I got here, didn't I? Nobody's killed me yet.
All right, fine. I won't stop you. Just be careful out there, Jensen. Let me know what you find.
Copy that.
You do understand we are trying to stop terrorists here. I understand that, but I have agents scattered around this city. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There is a clear and present danger. Exactly. How the hell are my people supposed to do their jobs if your people keep arresting them? Do you want more people to die? We have jurisdiction. Where? When? Don't give me that crap. I need safe passage around this city. Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you. The city's in lockdown, I get it, but I'm in the middle of a level 1 threat investigation here. You do understand we are trying to stop terrorists here. I understand that, but I have agents scattered around this city. That's what I'm trying... to tell you.
Claimed the lives of dozens of innocent travelers earlier this week.
I'm glad I'm 5 stories underground. I guess there's a chance he died. Peterson pulled his ID off the train station video.